Well, hello there. Sion Batson here from Sion Batson Tutoring, and in this video, we will be doing some long division. Very important concept for all of my fourth graders, my fifth graders, my sixth graders. So, join me. Now, this exercise is out of my fifth grade math workbooks. You can master fifth grade math, next generation learning standards, and you can master fifth grade math, Common Core edition. Now, both workbooks are filled with very simple and easy to follow notes, step-by-step examples, guided examples, and more than 1,800 practice problems and answers. Parents love these workbooks. Students love this workbook. The teachers love these workbooks because they are great resources for homework help, extra practice at home, and they are also the ultimate study guides to help your scholars get ready for the fifth grade state exam. So if you have a fifth grader, I would highly recommend that you get them a copy. You can grab a copy from Amazon. Now, to our exercise. When doing long division, the most important thing that you must remember at all times is to follow the steps. Students often run into problems because for whatever reason they ignored the steps. But I can guarantee you, if you were to go step by step, you would never go wrong. Now, here are the steps. The first step will be to divide. After you divide, you will multiply. After you multiply, you subtract. After you subtract, you bring down the next number. Now, if you bring down a number, you must repeat the steps. That's it. You divide, you multiply, you subtract, you bring down. And once you bring down a number, you must repeat the steps. Now, here are some extra notes for you. When you bring down, you only bring down one number at a time. Yes, you bring down one number at a time. And two, you are finished when you have no more numbers to bring down. Now, look at this. I even created a sentence that would help you remember the steps. It says, Dad made some brownies. We all have brownies, right? The D here is for divide. The M is for multiply. S, subtract. B, bring down. So if you can remember this simple sentence, you will remember these steps. Dad made some brownies. Now, to our exercise. Our first example here, we have 82 divided by 2. So we're going to set our problem up. Now note, when you're setting up your problem, the divisor, the 2, always go outside of the house. And the dividend, 82, always go inside of the house. So far so good. Now, one more thing I like doing, just in case you aren't too strong with your time tables as yet, you can write the multiples of 2 at the side. So the multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and you can continue to go on as much as you want, right? Now, first step is to divide. How many times can 2 go into 8? Well, just in case you aren't sure, you look at your multiples and see how count until you get to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. I count 4 times until I got to 8. So 2 can go into 8 4 times. Now, I put the 4 right above the 8 because I just divided the 8. Yes? Now, after I divide, my next step is to multiply. You will always multiply the divisor by the answer you got. So we just got 4 when we divided. So 2 times 4 would give me 8. I put my 8 again right under this 8 that I just divided. It's very important that you line your numbers up correctly. After I multiply, I'm going to subtract. And I subtract the 8 from the 8 that I divided. So I got 8, take 8 is 0. Now, very important. Students get confused and think, well, I have a 0 here, so I'm done. No. Remember, you are done when you have no more numbers to bring down. After we subtract, we bring down. We have a 2 here to bring down. So we bring our 2 down. Now, once we bring a number down, we must repeat the steps. So we'll have to go back and divide again. What numbers do we divide now? You divide whatever number is in this row. After you bring down, that's the number you divide. So in this row, we have 2. So how many times can this 2 go into this 2? Only 1 time. So the 1 goes where? Right above the 2 that we just divided. Yes? After we divide, we multiply. We multiply the divisor again by the answer we just got, which is, so 2 times 1 is 2. I put my 2 right under this 2 that I just divided. Very important that we line our numbers up correctly. After I multiply, I'm going to subtract. I subtract. 2 take 2 is 0. Now, after I subtract, I'm supposed to bring down. Do I have any more numbers to bring down? No. So I am finished. I am done. So 82 divided by 2 will be 41. How is that? Not bad, right? Not bad at all. Okay. Again, I must emphasize the importance of following the steps. You must go step by step. Let's try another one. Let's say we have 535 divided by 5. Yes? Let's try that one. So we're going to set our problem up here. Remember, the divisor always go outside of the house, and the dividend goes inside of the house. Now we divide. How many times can 5 go into this 5? Only 1 time. Again, before I go on, you can always put the multiples down here of 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and so forth, right? You can always put the multiples down to help you, just in case you aren't too strong with your times tables. But it's very important that at some point you get very strong with your times tables, okay? So let's go. How many times can 5 go into 5? Just 1 time. We put that 1 where? Right above the 5 we just divided, right? Now, after we divide, we do what? Multiply. We multiply this divisor 5 by the answer we just got. 5 times 1 is 5. After I multiply, I subtract. Step by step. I know, step by step. Note, I put this 5 right under the 5 that I just divided. I subtract 5, take 5 is 0. Again, don't be fooled. We're not done because we have more numbers to bring down. After we subtract, we bring down the next number. And remember, we only bring down 1 number at a time. So we're going to bring down the 3 first. Now, can 5... once we bring down, the next step will be to, or we'll have to repeat the steps, yeah? So we'll have to go back and divide again. Now, can 5 go into 3? No. Why? A bigger number can never go into a smaller number. Never forget that. A bigger number can never go into a smaller number. So can 5 go into 3? No. So we'll say no. 0 times. Can't happen. After we divide, we multiply. 5 times 0 is 0. After I multiply, I subtract. Note where I put my 0 right under the 3 because I just divided 3. I get 3 here. And again, after I subtract, my job is to bring down the next number. Do I have more numbers to bring down? Yes. I have this 5 right here. So I bring the 5 all the way down to the number I got when I subtracted, to the 3. Now, this is the new number that we are going to be dividing. Yes? Whenever we bring that number down, whatever number is in that row, that's the number that we're going to be dividing. So we're dividing 35 by 5. How many times can 5 go into a 35? If you aren't sure, don't panic. Let's count. Use the multiples and count until you get to 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom. 7 times. So 5 can go into 35 7 times. I put the 7 right above this 5 here because that's the last 5 that I brought down. So everything is aligned. After I divide, I multiply. 5 times 7 is 35. After I multiply, I subtract. I get 0. So 5 can go into 535 107 times. Or 535 divided by 5 is 107. Let's do one more. One last one real fast. Just so you guys can get a pretty good understanding of how long division works. I really hope you guys are enjoying this video. I really hope you're finding this video helpful. Yes, let's say we want to do, let's do 5 again. I like 5. Let's do 565 divided by 5. Yes, 565 divided by 5. So, as a matter of fact, I'm going to change it just for fun's sake. Let's do 865 divided by 5. Yeah? Now we're going to set our problem up here. Remember, our divisor is always go on the outside of the house. And the dividend, the first number here, is always inside of the house. Again, if you want to start with your timetables, list the multiples of 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. You can list as much as you want. Let's put 60 just for fun's sake. Now, first step is to divide. Now, how many times can 5 go into 8? Now, don't panic. When we're dividing, we don't have to, the number you're dividing, it don't have to go into the other number exactly. We just want to know what's the most amount of times 5 can go into 8. If you're unsure, look at the multiples to help you. If you look at this list, 8 isn't on this list. Don't panic. We know that 8 will be where? Somewhere between the 5 and 10. Somewhere right here is 8. So all you got to do is count the number of multiples that come before 8. And then we will know how many times 5 can go into 8. If we count, there's only one multiple before the 8. So 5 can only go into 8 one time. Make sense? Alright, I put my 1 right above the 8 there because the 8 is what I just divided. After I divide and multiply, 5 times 1 is 8. It's 5. Oh my goodness, sorry. We all make mistakes, okay? 5 times 1 is 5. After I multiply, I subtract. If I do 8 take 5, I get 3. Yeah? Now, after I subtract, I must do what? Bring down the next number. The next number is 6. And don't forget, we only bring down one number at a time. Right? Now, remember, when we bring down the number that's in that row, that's what we are going to divide. So the new number to divide now is 36. So again, if you want good with your times tables, we want to know how many times 5 can go into 36. If you want good, look at your list. Now, don't panic. We know that I don't see the 36 anywhere here. Don't panic. 36 will be where? Somewhere between the 35 and 40. So 36 will be right here. Yeah? So all we have to do now is look right here. Count the number of multiples that comes before 36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 5 can only go into 36 7 times. Make sense? After I divide, I multiply. 5 times 7 is 35. After I multiply, I subtract. If I subtract, I get 1 here and a 0 here if you want to. Again, we aren't done. After we subtract, we must bring down if there are more numbers to bring down. There's a 5 to bring down, so we bring this 5 all the way down here to the answer when we got when we last subtracted. And now, whatever number is in this row, that's the number we will be dividing. We have 15 in this row, so we will be dividing 15 by 5. How many times can 5 go into 15? If you want sure, count until you get to 15. 1, 2, 3. Boom. So 5 can only go into 15 3 times. After I divide, I multiply. 5 times 3 is 15. After I multiply, I subtract. 0 is 0. Do I have any more numbers to bring down? No. So I am done. My answer is 173. So 865 divided by 5 is 173. How was that? I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope you guys will find it useful, helpful. And again, these exercises are out of my 5th grade math workbooks. You can master 5th grade math, next generation learning standards, and you can master 5th grade math, Common Core edition. You can grab your copy from Amazon. Until next time, enjoy your math homework and remember to practice. See you.